to. You got to. So we're live on StreamYard. We're live on IG. And I'm going to go ahead and hit record on the Zoom. Unless I can wait till you're ready. Let me know when you're ready and I'll hit record on
it. Can you send the StreamYard info to my IG? Can you do that?
Yeah, give me a moment. Let me I just gotta copy and paste that joint.
For sure. Or you can text it to me too. That works.
Okay, bet. I was just jamming out. I just now, and my apologies, I was just now listening to the new joint y'all just put out.
Word.
And I'm like, man, I mean, how many? This is the third one, right? Y'all had the
This is the second joint.
So the first was
like other singles and shit. So
okay.
I got confused. All right, I got the StreamYard link. Wait. On IG, it don't show that you live right now.
Yeah, because I had to back out so I could grab the link.
Oh, got you. Got you. Okay, let me grab the StreamYard link real quick.
Boom, and then we should be live. We live on IG, live and in effect, like David Allen Greer. Live and in color, rather.
Says I'm entering the broadcast right now, so I can mute that and just keep the cam, right?
Yeah, keep the cam and whatever you want to mute.
Got you.
Yes.
Okay.
And then boom, I gotta add you to the stream. Boom. And then you also I gotta take your mic off, or can you unmute yourself?
I already muted on StreamYard. The only thing that
well, what I'm saying is StreamYard is going live on to YouTube. So we need the StreamYard unmuted, we need the Zoom muted.
Ooh, okay.
But if you mute your Zoom, would that mute your capabilities on mic altogether, or it'll just be
because you can hear me through StreamYard now, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right, bet.
The only thing about StreamYard is I'm gonna have to wait. Where am I hearing myself from? From StreamYard. Got you. Okay. So I think we good now.
All right, bet.
Because I'm live on Zoom, but I'm muting on Zoom. I'm on StreamYard. Why is my camera so close up though?
Yeah, StreamYard is wild because I'm up. I'm like, I'm doing a full court press on StreamYard too.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Let's see. I can let me see if this is better. Is that better? The little alteration.
No, that's good right there. That's good right there. Okay. I just needed to adjust some on mine.
All right, bet.
I think we good on StreamYard. Nah, StreamYard looks all like zoomed in. Do you see that?
Yeah. And then this one takes it even further. Let me see what I can do with that. How do you feel about that? It's still up in your grill though.
There we go.
There we go.
I just needed to change my camera resolution.
Word. And then just waiting for you on IG, and we can get
coming right now, Brody.
Started. Hey man, first and foremost, man, I really appreciate you even doing this, man.
Man, come on, bro. You fan, bro. How long?
I know a lot of cats, I don't ever. I just love people. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, but for some people that makes them uncomfortable because I can, and I understand I can be a little bit much.
Man, I don't care. You can ask whatever you want, bro.
Yeah,
Why I'm just like not allowing me to go to your Instagram page. Which one are you live on?
It's on the Brother J. Your Brother J.
Oh, it's on the Brother J.
Yeah, you was probably because you know how it is having the artist joint. You bounce back and forth.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that one, the one I think it was the draft pick one, and y'all.
What's your handle? It's Brother J, right?
YA_brother_J.
There you go. All right, I'm in your live right now.
All right, cool. We got a Travis Hobson music. What up, Trav? Blessings to you, bro. And then
what's good?
I'm gonna get that view request. Go live. Order another round. Except now, why they make it all so? You know what I'm saying? Technicality. No pun intended.
Man,
ladies and gentlemen, all you one viewers, but y'all gonna catch the replay. Y'all gonna be disappointed you wasn't here with the man, the myth, the legend, straight out of the Inland Empire, the IE himself, the cohort, the CEO of Uno Entertainment, TRIUNE the Great. What is going on, my man?
Man, I'm blessed, brother. How are you?
Man, I got a little bit of that going on too, man. You know what I'm saying? I see. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think maybe a month or so ago, you put that band on your hand.
Yeah,
and,
man.
Was this just the honeymoon?
Nah, I mean, we did both of that, but I definitely, we had the wedding and we had the honeymoon shortly thereafter, and
yeah,
man, had to get that done, man. We've been together long enough.
Woo, man, congratulations! I see you share some of her stuff. I think with kind of health and wellness and meditation and stuff like that. And you've been a big proponent of mental health, physical health, spiritual health. Relational health, MC health. You out here catching bodies since probably the early 80s. So I don't know if you are you taking care of the health or you giving people the business, but needless to say, man, we are glad to have you here at the RPR podcast.
Thank you, brother.
How we always start, who you are, where you're from. We like to stay humble around here. If you have your strengths and weaknesses, and some people don't divulge this because they like to keep their identity hidden. But if you have any superpowers, please let us know that as well. And the floor is
so TRIUNE from the IE Inland Empire suburb of LA. Been doing music for ever. And I guess my weakness would be I don't cut off relationships on time. Usually I let it linger way past when they're supposed to go, and I end up biting myself or kicking myself in the foot. And then my strengths are pretty much just leadership, man. I have a lot of guys that I mentor and guys that I kind of help usher through life. So
Hey man, I mean I've had about 18 guests on here thus far, and this is a fledgling podcast. We're on season 3. You're the third guest on season 3, and that was one of the most beautiful strengths and weaknesses I've ever heard. The vulnerability and the honesty behind it. Like, bro, when I was 15, I didn't have many mentors. I didn't have many people pouring into me. The mentors I had was Tupac, Outkast, Wu-Tang, the Dungeon Family, of course, my MCs that I spit with in Fayetteville, the 25th Infantry. But even there, the brothers that would be the mentors, they more so became the beer man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, okay, you older, you the beer man, but they weren't really putting us up on game. They weren't showing us life. They weren't even telling us, yo, use a condom. Like, it just wasn't. It just wasn't happening. And we say what's up to Sarah Ben Dope. How you doing?
What up, Sarah?
So when you do pour into people, right? And you said and I assume it's not limited to men, but also women and mentoring and doing these things. What are some of I guess you could say like 3 keys, or like the 3 I guess if you could call them like columns. Or what is it in Islam? The pillars of truth.
They're like pillars of truth, pillars of faith.
Yeah. So what do you think is the groundwork for when you pour into somebody? And 2, you have to be getting poured into in order to have something to pour out.
You know what? That's kind of strange for me, right? Because like I have maybe 1 or 2 people that pour into me, but for the most part, even that's not a thing. I've always been an extremely motivated person individually, so I don't really need too many people to pour into me for me to have the drive and and the ambition to go out there and get it. But in regard to like helping young folks, I will be clear with you, man. I help primarily young men, and even grown men. Men my age and stuff. But I don't do too much of the mentoring. Women, it could get weird at times.
For sure.
And also, I don't think I can teach a woman how to be a woman. Like, I can't do that. I can help a man. I can help a young man or an older boy learn how to become a man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have too much to offer a woman. But the young guys that I mentor, there's just a couple of things that I look for. I look for a person that has an extreme amount of ambition, a person that's really driven. I'm not a babysitter, so I'm not gonna I'm not going to be texting and calling every single day. If we have something that we've agreed upon for you to do, I'm going to respect and expect that you're going to do that. So an extreme amount of ambition. I need a healthy level of common sense and education, right? Like you have to understand basic things because once again, I don't have a ton of time to be, checking on people and, especially grown people. If you want my mentorship, you got to be serious about it. You got to be self-motivated to a certain degree.
Yeah.
And then the last thing is just integrity. Like you have to be able to be real and honest about like where you're at in your journey. Even if you backslide, even if you slip on something, you don't read something that we discussed, or you're not doing something that we discussed, just being real honest about it and being real.
Yeah.
I can always respect a person's realness above and beyond their flaws.
Yeah. Now, and to piggyback off of that, all three of those are beautiful. I think if those things were implemented into the public school system, you would find a lot less young men out of jail and prison. You would find a lot more in college. You would find a lot more with jobs to be able to provide for their children, given if they have children, right?
Yeah.
Now, on the music side of things, the music spectrum, is there any MCs out there that have been discipled by TRIUNE, that have been encouraged and mentored, not just in the business side, but also I want to mainly
as an artist,
and lyrically, because there's not a lot of artist development going on these days.
Right.
And it's not that I know or have inside info. I see the product.
Right.
And I will smoke these cats that have these platforms. And like I'm not even just saying the cats that are making songs. I'm talking about even in like URL and these battle rappers.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's a joke because I came up in the cypher. And you watched this man's videos for a couple months and wrote 3 rounds, bro. I'm coming in here freestyling, and I'm gonna rebuttal everything you got better than A-Ward, and I'm gonna take your lunch money, and then I'm gonna get fight of the night or whatever they smack got going on, and I'm gonna take everybody out to Waffle House afterwards.
I hear you.
We're going to break bread and we're going to be gentlemen about it. Or if I got a woman up to the task, whatever. But have you poured into somebody on that level?
For sure. I will say it was a lot earlier in my career, but yeah, for sure. I'm going to be clear, like from an artist standpoint, I fell back from like super mentoring. Like I tap in with a lot of young artists, like even still to this day, especially a lot of young guys from the IE. And I'll, just tap in and, ask them if they need something and kind of help them out on a need to or a one-off basis. Artists are really interesting people to deal with, and real interesting people to work with. And I learned that over the years. So I'm not a huge like, hey, come in the studio, let's work anymore.
Right.
Because I've learned even, like I kind of said earlier about the mentoring shit with artists. A lot of them want what they see, but they don't want to work for it. You know what I'm saying? Like they may see, let's who's some of these newer guys like NLE Chopper. They may see Playboy Cardi, or they may see Uzi Vert, or they may see Gunna, whoever of these new guys. And they want what these guys present to the world, but they don't want to spend all that time in the studio. And, I find that a lot more common with artists than I do artists that are super driven and want to get out there and get to it and want to spend them hours in the studio and spend them hours writing. And, I if I was around a lot more artists like that, I would mentor a lot more, but I just don't run into those types of artists all the time.
Now, I think about the big homie, the OG Journey Big, and I've mentioned this in a couple podcasts where he said, I didn't pick up a pen till my freestyle was hitting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think the older MCs, I want to say maybe 30 and up, we understand that this is a blood sport. And especially if you're doing it professionally, you don't want to look like the Ben Simmons of the industry bricking 12-foot jumpers.
No.
Right? You want to look like Kobe putting up 100 free throws in the morning before anyone gets to the gym. You want to look like Steph Curry. You know what I mean? You got to sharpen your craft, and no one else is responsible for that but yourself.
Right.
No one's gonna coddle you and hold your hand. You know, we briefly touched on the artist development. I wonder if back in the 90s that was more prevalent. And if it was, what happened? Or are these you know, old white dudes who are so out of touch, just like make a viral TikTok video, let's get it out there, and they're gonna eat it up. Sex, drug, violence, let's go. Let's what is it called? Let's demonize the hip hop culture, and let's fuck up the African American community and give them poison through their earwaves.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think it's access, man, to keep it 1,000.
Yeah.
When we was younger and we was coming up, you remember the 90s. You remember how expensive studios were. You remember how hard it was to get in the studio. And when you got in the studio, you cherished that time because you didn't know when you was going to get back in there. And even in the early 2000s, when we was like in our prime and really moving around, studios was still very hard to come by. You had to pay for them by the hour. You couldn't just run to Sam Ash and get a studio set up for $2,000.
Yeah.
So you had to really cherish the time that you had in there and get work done. And I don't feel like artists like that are driven like that because there's just too much access. You can make, like, I've heard younger artists make full songs on iPads with no mic, no interface. I'm talking about just rapping through the iPad, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Like, I've heard a couple of them that it sounded halfway decent.
Yeah.
So
it's a new era.
You know what I'm saying? It's a new era. And so, and as well, like this new era, like you said earlier, like, you know, our generation was conditioned almost like boxers, right? Like it was a blood sport and everybody was your competition. This is an individual sport unless you was in a group.
Yeah.
Well, these new artists, they don't compete that way unless it's on some street shit where it's like, okay, you know, I'm in Chicago. This is my block. This is your block. We have problems.
Yeah.
But as far as lyrically, the art being competitive, that's a thing of the past, bro.
Yeah.
There's very few cats doing it. And even like the newer cats that are doing it, they're older guys. Like if you look at the Griselda guys,
yeah,
they're older guys.
Yeah.
J. Cole and Drake ain't young no more. These guys is 35 plus.
With
like,
kids and wives.
With kids and wives and shit. So all the guys that are pushing lyrically, they're older guys. You might have a couple like Corday, couple guys, but there's not too many that are wanting to compete on that type of level. All them guys is in battle rap.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Griseldas? And also, if you had to go with Griselda, would you say I'm gonna butcher the names, no pun intended, but Benny, and then you got West Side Gun, and then Conway. So who are you rocking with heaviest out of the three, and why would it be that one?
So yeah, I do rock with Griselda music. I feel like their music is a blast from the past.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a huge fan of that Mobb Deep sound.
Yeah.
You know, that 90s Nas sound, that you know, that Core Mega sound, that Queen sound. That, you know, that even
we talking.
Yeah, even going all the, Like I'm a fan of that early Kim sound. I'm a fan, or maybe I'm a fan of all that. Like I'm a fan of
and what's funny,
even that early G Unit sound, all that clean shit.
What's funny to me is everyone your name is East Coast, but I know that you enjoy some West Coast hip hop as well, where you were born and bred. But I love that you're not afraid to give flowers to these cats that are on the other coast, man.
Nah, they started it, man. And plus, I ran around with KRS. How could I not?
I know, so, bro. What was it? That Life album?
Yeah.
Man, that was something else. And then you brought the Foot Soldiers along for the ride.
Yeah. It back to, like I said, I got my education a lot from him. So, you know, that Queen, going back to the Griselda shit, you know, I really am a fan of that sound. And I'm a huge fan of Alchemist. He's helped craft a sound a lot. And I'm a huge fan of Derringer. I love that boom bap shit. So I really like it. As far as who I like the most, like my favorite out the group is probably Conway, but I will keep it 1,000. I listen to all three of them equally. Anytime Benny or Westside or Conway drops something, I'm on it. Like
you on
it. I think Westside just dropped last Friday, and I've been
Okay.
listening to it all week.
So let me ask you this: with you said Conway, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, what is the essential? Because I haven't listened to much. I love it. I think they're gritty. I think they're in your face. Like you said, I grew up on East Coast New York hip hop as well, right? In the 90s, golden era. Which I was talking to a homie the other day. I was like, is my stuff old school now? He's like, yeah, bro, that's old school.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, bro, old school is Run DMC and
No.
He said
Run DMC and them is ancient.
He said, Jay, I'm 21. I just started USC. Everyone you just named, you was old school, my dude.
For sure.
I'm like,
my man's. I was in the car the other day playing Dipset. And my kids was like, oh, you playing this old school stuff. It broke my heart.
You was like, humble.
Yeah. Or you play 50 in the car, or play Lupe, or play Talib, or any of these artists from that general era.
Yeah.
They're all old school to my kids.
Bro, so what is the quintessential Conway that somebody needs to listen to? Project, just a project. And it could be mixtape or album.
From King to a God.
Okay.
King to a God. I think that's a phenomenal project, and it shows all aspects of him, and it's a really long album. It's like 20-some records, so you really get a good sample size.
So before we press out of there, I want to put you on. I'm gonna send you his link when we wrap later. It's a homie out of New York, produced by Shamir. He did an album for this dude named JR. He also did a 48 hours EP with Selah the Corner, who's out of Yonkers. C4 Cortona, who is out of Connecticut, but born and raised in the Bronx. Bro, you talk about your face melting off. You talk about Griselda S, Alchemist, and he's got, you know how these producers do, bro. They got stacks. They got
send
stacks.
it to me.
I'm gonna send it to you. And even if it's just like a single, if you want to mess with, I say build a rapport with him. He goes live from time to time. I know you're busy, but he goes live time to time and works on his stuff. I'm always rapping.
Yo, I would love to.
Yeah,
in fact, maybe I need to lock in with him for my next album promo.
Absolutely.
Maybe we could do a bunch of like what they call them, the stitches on TikTok or whatever.
Yeah, the little duets or
the duets. My bad.
Where he drops the beat and then you duet. We talk about the new era, right? And what I've learned is TikTok for me, it's not dancing around like these women are doing, but for me, it's a marketing strategy.
For sure,
right? So some of my peoples get mad at me. They're like, Jay, you blowing up my feed. Well, hit the mute button. Or snooze me for 30 days, or unfollow me if you feel
right.
Because I'm trying to get to this paper, right? And so my output is I record about 6 duets a day, anywhere from 2 worship songs, 2 freestyles, 1 written, and then like 1 cover.
That's work.
You know what I'm saying? Yesterday I covered Confessions by Usher. Then I did The House of the Rising Sun, and then I spazzed out on a Theory Has It video game beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's work.
And then the other game that's so simple, all you do is type, is hashtags. So future artists, aspiring artists, get your hashtag game up, because that's how you pull them in. That's how you funnel them in, bro. And see, some people, you listen to Gary Vee and he's like, TikTok. Oh man, I ain't doing no TikTok. I ain't doing no dances. All right, well, you be blind and stay behind the signs of the times if you want.
You know, there's this newer artist, right? She kind of does what you call it, like that kind of music that like WizKid does. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like I want to say it the correct way because I don't want to mischaracterize the type of music, but it's that type of music. I'm sure people know what I'm talking about, like that island music. So her name is Melly Monaco. I found her, I think, randomly on my YouTube feed. And I was like, oh, this beautiful girl. Let me see what her music sound like.
Yeah, let me see what she's talking about.
So her music wasn't even really cracking like that. To even be 1,000, like there was only maybe a couple of records that I heard that I actually liked. Some of the stuff I was like, she's got some work to do as an artist.
Yeah.
But I brought her up to say that she understood marketing. And she understood how to switch the game. So what she did is she basically turned herself into a dating expert. And then she started introducing very, very, very good-looking women as pineapples, and then has prospective bachelors come on and try and holler at these girls. And then she drops videos about different dating topics multiple times a week. Long story short, her YouTube has got crazy traffic now. Her Facebook got crazy traffic now. And her music is starting to pick up. So she took an alternative route and made it work for her.
I believe it. I believe it. You know, and partial belief in that is I'm hosting a freaking podcast now.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? But you know, most people know me as an MC, a spoken word artist. I went out to Long Beach. You know, Propaganda had a open mic night, and I hadn't performed in a minute, and it was at a place called Yo Tambien, which I believe the owner. He's like he's a teacher, like an English teacher who also does poetry. And I had a line in there where I said something about I was talking about Back to the Future. I was like, and if you want to battle me, challenge me in warp speed, you know. And he comes up to me, said, "I like your set, bro." I said, "Thank you, man." He said, "Now, what was you saying about battling? What's up, though?" I was like, "Oh, what?" I was like,
"Yeah, well, let's get it. Let's go."
I'm about to battle the owner right now. I say that to say, what works sometimes is this day and age is a Renaissance man or woman. Right.
Yeah.
So she saw that, okay, maybe she did or didn't see that she needed work as an artist, but she said, man, it's not gaining traction. What else is inside of me that I can capitalize on and use as a filter system,
as a leverage tool to get people to listen to your music? That's exactly what she did.
And it's smart, it's genius, but it's also back to what you said earlier. It's common sense, man.
Yeah.
You've got the IG pages, you know, music business, entrepreneurship. You got what's the name? Gary V dropping gems. You got that producer, I want to say Ill Day or Ill Mind or something like that. Kato on the track or something like that. Kato producer. And then you even got cats like Blueprint up in Columbus doing super duty tough work. And then you got cats such as yourself doing, you know, Uno Entertainment podcast with like 10,000 million episodes. You know what I'm saying? And if people will go to YouTube tutorials and Google things, you can learn a skill or produce on a skill that you already have.
For sure. YouTube is giving people complete careers.
And so just to clue you in, we have 9 minutes on the Zoom. We're gonna stay live on StreamYard and IG. Once I close that out, all you have to do is go back to the link again, click it, and we'll hop back in the Zoom, and we'll keep it rolling like that.
Sounds good, brother.
So we got the 9-minute countdown going on.
All right.
So with that being said, I do want to touch on a topic that I would love to hear you talk about. Is that round ball. That round ball. I know. Go ahead and shout out that high school because I know you played in high school. I want to say it's like
I played at Anawanda High School. Yeah,
Anawanda. Something that was hard to pronounce. Anawanda.
Yeah.
And what was y'all were red and black, but what was the mascot at Anawanda?
Eagle,
bro. And were you? I feel like you were either a small forward or a shooting guard.
I was a shooting guard.
Come on, hey, I've seen the videos, bro. I know that Jay is wet.
Yeah, we can go. I mean, we still, you know, it's old man ball, but we still putting buckets up.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I want to try to put together, I'm not super familiar with California, but I've been making my way around. I've been out here a year and a half, but I got some hoopers that I know around here, and I want to try to put off a little 3-on-3 kind of above the rim type tournament with Birdie and Bernie Mac, and I mean, like,
I'm in it.
Yeah, just to bring people together, you know, I think it would be dope. I know that you know more people here, obviously, than me, but I know people here too, so I can put my feelers out. And I want it to be a success. You know, I don't want it. It's always going to be a success for the ballers, but you have to think about the product you're putting out too.
Right.
And bro, I've been watching throwback and one mixtape on my YouTube, on my TV the past couple of days.
Great product, wasn't it?
Man, wonderful. And then they flipped it to the merch. They had the shirts, the hats, the shoes.
The shoes, man. I had and1 shoes.
Bro, my Spring Lake Broncos. I was the backup 2 guard, and we had the white joints. I don't think they were the Starburys, but I think they were the Stephon Marbury
And one joint.
And one joint.
I know what you're talking about.
They were white with the little trim.
Yeah. And they had his little logo or whatever.
Like this?
Yeah. Fact. Yeah.
Now,
fire.
I know this may be back in the day, but who out of some of those ballers, who I say go with an OG one and then a young bull, whose game did you respect and were you like, whoa, he's nice with it? If you remember any of the names.
For me, it was early, man. It was like Rafer Alston.
Yeah.
It was Hot Sauce a little bit after that.
Yeah.
I recently seen a clip of Escalade, and if you remember him, like R.I.P.
You know, he's
Big Boy.
Mark Jackson's brother.
Yeah. So he was big boy, but he still was super shifty and had it all.
Hit him with the spin.
Yeah. He was super shifty and had it all. And then some of the new guys, like so Bone Collector is like an old friend of mine.
Wow.
We actually used to call him Speedy back then.
Okay.
So he's been my man's forever. I've met the professor a couple times. He's super nice.
Yeah.
I played against Hezzy God.
Okay.
And yeah, man, like I rock with a few of them guys. And then shout out to the homie Max is nice too.
Yeah. So I think
C4 said I'm echoing.
Yeah, on your side a little bit. You got the
So I guess I need to mute Instagram. But if I mute the gram,
I would say turn the gram down about halfway, so it's not coming through on your side, but it'll still pick up your mic. Appreciate that. Appreciate that technical support.
Am I still echoing?
Nah, you good, bro. You clean.
All right, cool.
So you know who impressed me from California on the N1 was Bad Santa, and so he went to school. He went to Fresno State with Rafer and with the white boy that played for Boston, Chris. I mean, I ain't gonna do that to him. Chris Heron, I still did it.
Yeah, I know you talking about.
And he had struggled with addiction, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I had to get out of Boston. You know, if I go two miles upstate, I got the Ready Rock, the heroin, and it's like, yo, you look at something like that. And even I want to say maybe his name was Len Bias or somebody that got drafted.
Oh, you did, Len Bias, yeah.
And when he was on that white, and it took him out, he didn't even get to his dream. You know?
Yeah, he didn't get to the league.
So, but anyway, Bad Santa and Skip the Malou came to town, and Chris was coaching the team, and he was like, "Yo, we about to play the N1 team." He's like, "Yo, they lucky I ain't suiting up, you know, type."
Right.
And but it was cool because he made it to the league, but Bad Santa and someone else had got locked up for something, and they talked to Tark. They was like, "We know y'all got lawyers on retainer." Roy Tarpley. It was like, no, you got people on retainer. All you got to do is tell him I ain't do it and get me out. He got one of the players out, left Bad Santa in there, ruined his whole collegiate career. He didn't even get started, bro. But you know what was beautiful is there's redemption in it because he came to N1, started dominating, getting money, playing professionally, putting food on his kids' tables. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, man, I love street ball, and I love it even more now to keep it 1,000 with you, just because there's so many more hoopers that's eating off of playing ball. Like in reality, if you nice, but maybe you're not D1 nice, maybe you're not pro nice, maybe you're not overseas nice or G League nice, you can still make a living off basketball if you have entertainment value. You can go out there to any park or any gym, record yourself. You know what I'm saying? Create, your content around hooping and really turn that into a career. Like I said, like Bone Collector is my man. I've been knowing him for a long time. So I know like how he kind of turned his whole street phenomena shit into a business. And, salute to him for doing that.
For sure. I think, I just sent an invite to EQ. If he taps in, that's cool. We got on a 3-minute countdown on the Zoom. But so, basketball. So let's do it real quick. Popcorn hot button topic. I think Kyrie's already gone, and he's like, I'm not coming back. But they said he's got like a super max deal, so he may stay in Brooklyn. KD already said I want out. Skip and Skip. What do you mean? Shannon Sharp. He talking about what if a writer said, what if they do a LeBron for KD swap? And if they do that, they need to package LeBron with a lot because LeBron ain't LeBron can do his thing, but I feel like he ain't no KD. Like KD took the torch a little while ago, and I may be wrong. I only know a little bit about ball. I don't watch every game of every season, but I know enough to know that KD is up there doing his thing.
So I'm gonna just say this. I think the Lakers have the best package to offer Brooklyn.
Okay.
And I feel like the package should be around AD and Westbrook for KD and Kyrie. I don't know why they're not discussing this. The salaries match up. You get an expiring contract in Westbrook, $47 million coming off the books. You get a player like Anthony Davis that just signed an extension. He just cleared the first year of his extension. He's under contract for another 4 years. That's Anthony Davis. When healthy, that's a 28-12 guy. You pair him with Ben Simmons and Russell Westbrook, that's potentially a playoff team in the East.
Yeah.
And the Lakers get KD and Kyrie, and that's a playoff team out West. And then they exchange picks however they're going to do it. But that deal to me makes the most sense.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately that's what's going to end up getting done. And I think the big three out West is going to be LeBron, KD, and Kyrie.
Yeah.
And I feel like the trio out East is going to be Westbrook, Ben Simmons, and AD.
Nice. Just so you know, you got a tiny echo again coming through.
I don't know why I do.
Yes, it's finicky because it fades in and out. So you didn't even make no adjustments.
Maybe I need to just kill my headsets.
It's up to you. I'm cool either way. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the Zoom.
Okay.
Oh man, you know what's up? See, I knew something like that was gonna happen. I didn't because we popped out of the Zoom and popped back in.
Hold on, real quick.
I wasn't recording it.
I'm about to go turn my headsets off because I think that's what's causing the echo. Give me a second.
Okay, take your time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are joining us late, if you are late to the party, as they say, we want to welcome you.
And I think that's why people not staying in the live.
Because
I think people hearing the echo and they bouncing.
Yeah.
All right, yo.
Yeah. Also, too, tap back into the Zoom.
The Zoom?
Yeah, whenever you get a momentary moment. I got this thing, man. I got this new thing where I'm like, yo, this is
the echo gone?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect then. I don't even need this.
Where was this? Boom. Start. But you see what I said? What I'm glad because
recording in progress.
That whole while we were on Zoom, we didn't even really need it because I didn't. I thought I hit record before you hopped in.
Oh, but you didn't.
And remember, I told you, I said, "All right, I'm hitting record now. You good?" You was like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Yeah.
But we got it on YouTube, StreamYard and IG, so it ain't nice. But we need to talk about this hat because that's a nice little piece right there, bro.
What you talking about?
That hat is beautiful.
Oh
man,
it's
colorways.
Man, this is an old John, super old. You can see how even the sticker is all worn out. I wish they would have reprinted these. If they did, I would have bought one for sure. But
yeah,
that's an old John.
So that's the one. Then what are some of the free agency moves that kind of made you go, huh? Like I think, this one they're talking about Donovan Mitchell maybe to New York to the Knicks.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. Just because I know the Knicks are trying to offload Randall and a couple other pieces. So I think that's a great thing for them to acquire Donovan Mitchell. But the Knicks, man, that's a fucking graveyard over there, bro. So they're just going to have Donovan Mitchell. He's going to be over there putting up 25 a night, and they're going to continue struggling. I knew you was going to come on.
Here we go.
Man, you got me smoking.
Welcome, bro. Welcome, bro.
Man, don't nobody ever flex a Dodger hat. Says me. You know what it is. You know it's Yankees all day. You know what it is. Stop playing with me.
But yeah, man. Hey, it's good.
I think that echo was causing people. Oh, there it go again. I think you got a mute on your end.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm wondering which one. Should I mute Zoom or?
Yeah. So I got my Zoom on, but I don't have the audio on the computer. And same with the StreamYard. I got the mic on my StreamYard, but I don't have the audio on my computer, only through the Instagram. So that shit works out.
Okay, how we sounding there? Check.
There we go. Yep.
All right, bet.
Yep.
So the man, the myth, the legend, the man with the angelic voice, EQ. What it is, homie? I see you. Straight up.
Hey, so I just want to be clear. This is a Bronx hat. It's not Brooklyn. It's Bronx. Just want to remind you. This is from the Bronx, not from Brooklyn.
So now that we got both of y'all in here, let's talk about this new project that just came out.
What up?
How many? So I think it's what are we? It's about 12, 13 tracks deep. Like I told you, I just started listening. So how many is the full layout?
I think it's 12, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's 10. It's Illmatic. It's 10.
No doubt. That's the classic. That's the classic piece. That's all they need.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's Illmatic level classic. I'm just saying it's 10 records.
Well, I was telling TRIUNE earlier that I didn't know how many projects y'all had before I knew the Combine came out, but y'all's chemistry is so clutch. Like it's undeniable. Like no wonder the homies and forgive me because I don't know the name of the label that's rocking with y'all now. No wonder they came knocking down that door. No wonder, man, because it's well deserved. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't super familiar with your music, EQ, prior. TRIUNE's the homie, and kind of I remember there was a season, TRIUNE, when you was like, "Yo, I'm about to hang it up. Like this ain't it."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What is he talking about?"
Man, this shit is over, B. That's a fact.
Thank you, bro.
That is a super fact. I was almost out of here, baby. I was almost done.
Cause y'all is cooking up, man. Y'all is cooking up, and I love. Do you use the same people for the video treatments, for the visuals, or has it been different directors?
We have like a general crew of people that we work with that we keep it in that family for sure.
Okay.
Even with the production too.
Yeah, because it's real crispy. Like I said, not only is the chemistry there for y'all audibly, but then visually and the production, like you said, the sound. The one word that I think for the sound that I can say is like cinematic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Like classically cinematic.
Yeah, that's what it's based on, man. Because the basis of the Combine, the reason why we created the group. Well, I won't say the reason, but the objective for the group was to always was to go after licensing for television and film. And, we successfully have done that. I think we got 16 or 17 licensing deals to date that have all been, across ESPN, Fox Sports, NFL Sunday, Louisville Slugger. Yeah. STX. Yeah. Like we've done so much in the sports licensing world that's why our music sounds like that. It's got to be cinematic because when you see like a Louisville Slugger commercial and our music is behind it, it's got to be cinematic.
Yeah.
I think
TRIUNE let up. I'm about to pop back in. I lost the live because the shit won't charge him, but we got everything you said. I'm gonna be right back in. I got the two phones, you know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to tap right back in.
That's really I'm gonna send it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should. We should. Because, that record is crazy. I watched that shit the other day, too. And I was like, damn, that record is crazy. Like the beginning of it. But, that's Joey. Yeah, that's Joey.
All right. We getting live back right now.
Word. Yeah, I seen they took the family out there. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. I think the Gram...
Yeah, I'm back up right now, bro.
Let me get the headphones on because I can't hear you now that the Gram is off. What'd you say?
Yeah, I'm back up right now. And if you let I'm about to send EQ a request, and he can hop back in too. My apologies.
My bad. Wait. I cannot hear you. Are you back live on the gram? All right, I'll jump back on there.
Then I'm a winner.
All right. Let me refresh your page.
All right. I mean, hopefully,
there we go.
Well, they'll come through based on based on when they see y'all, when they see both of y'all live, you know, because everyone that came in is on both of y'all side. You know what I mean? Like I ain't have no people coming in, because you know people say, "Hey man, you still doing your little podcast? You know, keep it up, keep doing your thing."
Hate that.
You know what I'm saying? It's the most condescending shit you could say.
Yeah, facts.
It's like, oh, you still raising them little kids? You still with that little wifey? You know what I'm saying? You don't play them games.
I hate it when people say shit like that. When they do, I take a mental note, and I'm like, all right, cool. So like, when this shit spins the block, I'm gonna remember about them little comments.
Yeah,
and we gonna see how your little ass is gonna be compensated according to your little comments. How little you'll be. Yeah. I can't. Like, people be downplaying shit, and you know what? It's crazy. Is most times when you hear shit like that, it comes from people that are doing less than you. Like, it'd be like the most bummy dudes or bummy females that just, you know, they just not really striving to do nothing. They're just doing a regular routine of life. Yeah. And they be telling you like, "Oh, how's a little podcast?" You like, "Oh, okay, all right, cool."
Mm-hmm. And it's because you know, they don't got nothing going on in their life. And the only thing that brings them joy is because they're miserable, and misery loves company.
Of course it does. That's why when you turn into Joe Rogan on the ass, then they gonna be like, I supported you from the beginning. It's like,
I know, I saw your little clicks. I saw you come through on the lives.
Yeah. Tell you, I saw your little clicks, your little comments.
I'm gonna be like this right here, boss.
Yep.
Like, keep it pushing, keep it moving, keep it pushing.
I think Q popped back on here.
Yeah, I just sent him the invite.
There you go.
Hey, my sincerest apologies, Brody.
You good, man. Technology's only good when it works. You feel me?
Yes, sir. So listen, let's first talk about this concept of this album, the second one. You actually, TRIUNE, you was talking about how y'all came up with the concept of the Combine, the crew. Tell me about that, and then also when he gets done, EQ, I want to hear the story of how you met this Inland Empire beast of an MC. I would love to hear that story as well.
Yeah, so kind of running that back, the purpose of the Combine initially was to create music that was going to be sports inspired and license it with different sports media outlets. And so we did that. You know, we probably got like 16, 17 different licensing deals that we've done, all with ESPN, Fox Sports, CBS Sports, Fox NFL Sunday, STX, Louisville Slugger, and the list goes on. So we continue to do this as we putting out albums. And so the albums aren't even necessarily necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like, we put out albums because we love to do so and because we just have a passion for it. But in regard to like our real purpose and focus, it's always been the licensing opportunities. And so that's the reason for the Combine, kind of like the Combine where you work out, you know, where they do the workouts for the pros. And then also the combination of MCing and you know, being a vocalist.
I love it.
Yeah, man. So that, you know, that was the objective and the purpose. And, you know, we keep hitting that button as much as we can.
Yeah. Got your foot on the gas.
Yeah, all day. Like you never fucking stop working.
Yeah.
What is that?
So yeah, EQ, let us know about the origin of the combine. How did y'all come to know one another? And was it as artists, or did you know him as a person beforehand?
Yeah. First of all, shout out to my boy Jack Hayek in the comments, bro. That's my man.
Nice. What up, Jack?
Black Diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, it was crazy because we actually had a mutual friend who is like maybe one of the most knowledgeable like hip hop historian of random facts.
Wow.
He could probably tell you what Tupac had for breakfast in 91. Like that's how Isaac is. The homie Obi-Wan.
No.
And so he actually for a while, him and Try were friends for a long time. And then me and Isaac became really close. And, for like 2 years, he was like, yo, like I gotta introduce you to the homie TRIUNE. And I was like, oh, I know TRIUNE. Like I knew about TRIUNE before we actually met. Like, because, I'm familiar in LA, hip hop, battle rap, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Project Blows.
Yeah.
I had some old big homies and stuff who was, with the Project Blows circuit. So, for like 2 years almost, Isaac was like, yo, I gotta introduce you. And so finally we linked up and we immediately just like did it all as friends and like was, shooting the shit and just talking, we just vibed. And then it was like, oh, we gotta get in the studio, we gotta work. So some time went by and then we finally ended up getting in the studio. And I'll never forget, bro, we were over at the homie's crib and it was where we actually recorded our first record that we got in place. And I remember I had this whole hook, because I'm a lyrical guy myself.
For sure.
Like, I had this whole hook written out 16 bars, story or whatever. And then I remember I was like, okay, I'm gonna lay the backgrounds first. And then so I was like, I'm gonna lay the backgrounds first and then do the lead with the backgrounds behind, give me some juice. And so I remember hopping on it and I was like, I'm gonna do this shit forever. And I was like, forever. And I was like, wait a minute. It's like, play that back. And then all of a sudden it was like, nope, that's it.
That's it. That's all we need.
Leave it at that, bro. That was it.
Yeah.
And then Uno hopped on, laid his verses, crazy. And then a few months later, man, I got the call from the music supervisor at ESPN. He was like, yo, you on the West Coast? I was like, yeah. He said, turn on the TV. It's Kerry Champion, Sports Center, Coast to Coast. Turn on, they doing the top 10. All of a sudden, I heard my voice in the beat and shit. I was like,
Yeah.
So that was the first interaction with me and Uno, and it's been a snowball.
Snowball.
You know what I mean? Just everything comes easy. We work well together. Our minds are usually in the same place, and obviously, even when they're not, we respect each other enough where we collaborate in ways that neither one of us have ever had somebody that was so easy to work to work with. And honestly, that's why we work with each other, because if it wasn't easy, we probably would still be doing our own journeys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It came so easy. We vibed immediately as people, as fathers, as black men, as artists. And then, man, it's been a snowball effect in the most positive way possible ever since.
Yeah, well, I think the hip hop culture is better for the combine to be there. You could probably do some research and find out, but we haven't seen the likes of too many combinations of a singer and an MC that can both hold their own respectively as solo artists and then mesh together and amalgamate their styles in a way that the content and the lyrical prowess is so potent. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's almost it's crazy how we've created the combine is its own thing. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like EQ, he's dropping an album on August 12th, so he has a release date in less than 30 days. Okay. And if you listen to The Life and Death of Romance, which is the name of the album, it doesn't sound anything like Combine shit. Like nothing. It sounds nothing like Combine music. You're actually probably going to be blown away by what you hear because it's not going to be, if you're expecting to hear Cold Day in Hell EQ or Fantastic EQ or Park the Whip EQ, you're not going to hear that on his solo shit.
Yeah.
And I'm currently finishing up my album called The Green Tape. And it's
Woo!
way different than the Combine project.
Yeah.
It's way more, it's just a completely different presentation. So I think that's what makes us special is that like we are two genuine group members and two genuine solo artists at the same time. And we can maintain that integrity individually and together. And so it kind of makes the shit, it makes it crazy.
Man. Can y'all briefly touch on, because there's some MCs that are solo, some are in groups of 2, 3, 9 members. Like, how does it feel as an artist to be able to say, you know what, I can get in my Green Tape pocket, I can get my Combine pocket, I can get my, that Love album you had pocket, and then EQ for you, obviously, like your brother just said, you got something in the chamber coming up that's out of this world and then on a different level and a different, almost like alter egos to an extent.
Yeah.
But how much freedom, because I, as an artist myself, that freedom is so beautiful. I want y'all to talk about
I'm gonna let Q go, but I gotta touch on that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, bro, it's amazing, bro. It's amazing because as like an R&B pop artist by nature, which is myself, I love hip hop. Like I love hip hop, and like I feel bad for artists who feel constricted, like they can't touch on different levels of their creativity. Like that should be something that as an artist you should be able to just be free. And the beautiful thing about the Combine is it allows me to get those hip hop shits off my chest. Right. You know what I mean? It allows me to be thuggish for a minute. It allows me to, be anthemish for a minute. Because like Try said, like my solo album, bro, it's all waves and vibes and it's moody as hell and like it is not the mine. It is not the mine, bro. Bring some tissues for my album, bro. Like, so like that's the ability to have that freedom because I'm also a very in the moment creator, so I don't always feel like I'm in my pop or R&B bag. Sometimes I want to get off on a 16. You know what I mean? Sometimes I want to do foreign plugs. You know what I mean? Sometimes I want to do 40-yard dash.
Yep.
Like, and the Combine and the essence of it
allows you to do that.
Because it allows me to do that. It allows me to have that. And then when I go back to my own solo stuff, I can get in my personal creative space, but I feel more comfortable because I've been allowed to be free. You know what I mean? I've been allowed to express all of it because I'm a music historian just in general by nature. I love all kinds of music. There's not a type of music that I don't like.
Yeah.
And so, like, I've already talked to some of my homies. Shout out my boys in the band Distinguisher. Eventually in my career, I want to do like a screamo rock album.
That'd be hard as fuck, nigga. I gotta hear that.
Like really like death metal, nasty.
Yeah.
I want to do something like that. You know what I mean? Like I've written country music songs. Like I've got the ability to be creative on this whole wave, and the Combine has given me that freedom.
That's awesome.
Yeah, on the other side of the wall, to give the rap perspective, and Jay, you gonna definitely feel me when I say this.
For sure.
As an MC, although like we craft careers, like we make careers, and usually those careers come with direction. So there's things that people expect you to do as an MC. And sometimes you hear shit that's outside of the realms of that we want to rap on because it's maybe stylistically is some shit we ain't done before, or maybe stylistically is just some shit that we want to do again. We think we could do it better than whoever did it, on the original. Or maybe it's just some fire shit, but your audience is just not going to understand that coming from you. The Combine allows me to do that. The Combine allows me to rap on shit like a Winner or Park the Whip, and it's no problem. It allows me to do shit like foreign plugs, and it's no problem because my core audience wants me to do more foot soldierish shit, or wants me to do more bar heavy shit, more green tape shit, more Raised to Fail, Born to Succeed shit. Even the Love album, my audience was kind of like, wait, you rapping about love for a whole project? That's a lot. Where most times it's more that aggressive music that people have resonated with me for. So the Combine allows me to step outside of that to a certain degree and just kind of just be free and just be like, yo, I want to rap over some super industry. Super industry, big sound, just out of here shit. I can do that on the Bond. You know what I'm saying? And it's no problem because there's no well, let me not say there's no expectations, but the expectations are that for the Combine. Like when we go to these outlets and they want music, they want this big cinematic fucking movie entrance sounding music. That's what they want. So we easily create that shit and it's fun to make. And then after we done creating it, I can go back to my TRIUNE shit and I can go back to just barring the fuck out on some 4/4 shit over some soul samples.
Yeah. What I feel, I feel for the artists that whether it be the labels or whether it be their artistic immaturity that never get to experience that freedom.
Well, I feel like today, if you're not experiencing that freedom today, that's your fault because the internet has allowed people to do shit that, that it was taking risks. Like I'll give you an example. When I did the Legion of Doom versus TRIUNE album, that was taking a risk. Nobody was doing that type of shit except for maybe a couple. The mashup shits with punk and electronica music and shit like that. That's taking a risk. But now people are weirder than ever. Motherfuckers want the weird. They don't even give a fuck if it's good. If that shit is left field as fuck, people are messing with it. So I think today, no, it's not a problem if you decide. Like I remember when Wayne did the I Am Not Human shit. Remember he did that kind of rock album, and people was like, "Oh, fuck that album, it's trash, whatever." Today, like that album is the reason why Kanye could do this super weird emo shit and people love it because back then, I guess Wayne had to take the bullet so Kanye could get, the confetti, I guess.
Yeah, and MGK just did the same thing.
Yeah.
He don't even make rap music anymore.
Yeah.
He's over here on tour with a guitar.
Yeah.
That's what he's on tour with Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
Like that never would have happened 10 years ago.
Nah.
Yeah. I watched go ahead, try my bad.
Nah, I was just gonna say that freedom is just amazing, man. And I wish more artists would exercise it. Do some far left shit. Do some shit outside your comfort zone. Fuck what people think.
These girls need to be like Tyrone Biggums, like y'all got any more of that freedom, artistic freedom? You know what I'm saying? But to your case in point, EQ, I just watched. I think it was on either Prime or Hulu, the MGK docu-series, and he was talking about the reason why he jumped into that is I don't know if it was Travis Barker, but he linked up with a drummer. And he's like, I just started playing the guitar and doing stuff that I love again. And I was like, wait, I can do this if I want to.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he can. And then, like I said, the way that the music world is set up now is that, people won't hold you to as high of a standard as they did before.
Right.
It's like, even like Tri was saying, like Kanye now, like, we almost got two completely different artists. Like, the first 3 albums that we got from Kanye were somebody completely different than someone we've gotten from the last 3 or 4.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not the same guy. And so, that freedom is amazing. It is a gift and a curse because obviously there are certain artists like Kanye who it's like, you see the t-shirts now, like, I want the old Kanye back or make Kanye great again, those things.
Yeah.
And it's like, certain artists you want to stay in a certain bag, but I can't knock on him. There's plenty of things that we can knock Ye for, but I don't want to knock on him for, his his choice to do music that he loves and to do the music that he wants to do. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing. And the combine has given us that. Because like you said, like, you know, with Divine, bro, like, honestly, like, you're getting 3 different artists in one.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting TRIUNE, you're getting EQ, and you're getting Divine. Because, you know, none of those things are the same. And it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, you guys did, I don't know, TRIUNE, if you brought EQ on this as a guest, but I think it was both of y'all and potentially Doughboy or another co-host, and it was called like the like we don't know sports show or something. So
the like worst take.
What was it?
The worst take sports show.
Yeah, what's up with that? Y'all did any episodes of that lately?
We have not.
Okay.
But there's been a continuous discussion to bring it back. There are some
at least once a month. At least once a month or something.
Yeah, like we got to. And you know what? And right now, I kind of got time, so we should.
Yeah. I mean, this is basketball free agency, baseball playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, and it's crazy because I've told this story before, and so I was standing right there, bro. It was the craziest thing, bro. We went out one night, and we was out in Hollywood. This is crazy. Like, we've had people like pull up on us about music and stuff, and like that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, honestly, like without sounding cocky, like that's anticipated. You know what I mean? Like when someone comes up, yo, like I really rock with your shit.
Yeah.
You doing your thing, keep it up.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. But it was crazy because we were heading into Dragonfly out in Hollywood, and we were in the VIP line, bro. So we were only outside like 30 seconds. Like they damn near walked us right in, and in this like 30-second window, this dude came up and was like, yo, like, man, I really fuck with y'all shit. Like, you know, keep, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. You know, I really love it. It's like, oh, yo, thanks. Like, you heard the new, you know, you heard the new album? And he was like, no.
Nah, worst take.
And we was like, yo.
Oh, like, shit.
Like, this is crazy. Like, okay,
yeah, that was nuts.
That was crazy. And, like, that actually was one of the, like, that was one of the most dope compliments I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it was something that I wasn't expecting. You know, I don't know about TRIUNE.
I was not expecting that at all.
Dropped it. He said, worst date. I was like, yo, like, okay, good. Like, that's really dope.
Nah, I was expecting something different.
Definitely got to do that.
Yeah. So just to be mindful, I want to be respectful of y'all's time, and we also got about probably 15, 20 more minutes. I do want y'all to, if you would touch on what was it? Want y'all to touch on, you know, the show. And when I say the show, I think y'all know what I mean. Y'all had a big show out here in LA. Try had the black, green, and gold joint. I think y'all might have did like a mini documentary on it, or at least some footage behind the scenes. Tell me what that was like.
Live and Die in LA shit.
Yeah, tell me what that was like. Cause who was the main act that y'all was opening for?
Or were you talking about the Las Vegas show?
You know what? Go ahead and do it 2 off. You can hit both of them if you want, or you can pick one. All
right, Q, you can do the Vegas show.
Bro, the Vegas show was insane, bro. That was like, honestly, like, Try and myself are not guys who really need a lot of extra motivation. Like we're self-motivated people. But bro, I'm telling you what, having our dressing room, walking into our dressing room, like an actual dressing room too. Like this was not no bullshit. Like we're at the Orleans Arena. Like we're performing at an arena. So we walk in and it's like, yo, first of all, we're performing at an arena. This is dope. It seats 8,000 people. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, yo, this is crazy. And we're walking to the dressing room, and next to us is Ice Cube and Exhibit, and Dub C was there, and we're like all like in the same, like it gave us so much like extra motivation where it was like, okay, bro, like this has got to be the normal. Like this has got to be something that we want to happen. And so obviously we go out on stage, we're opening, you know, we don't know what to expect. We go out and the energy on stage was insane. And you can see the footage from the show. It's on my page, it's on Uno's page, it's on the Combine page.
Okay.
And the energy was crazy, and people were really rocking with us. And as we come off stage, we make the mistake, independent
I'll never
artists.
do that again. I'll never do that again.
We start walking through the crowd, and literally we're stopped every 5 feet. Like, y'all were crazy. Can I get a picture? Yo, this was great. Where can I get the album? Yo, are you guys coming out with new? Like, it was such, and the experience just reminded us, like, of our value and who we are and what we bring. And it was an amazing kind of confirmation that we have the right product. And we have the energy and we have the value. And so, that show completely set things off. And, we haven't announced it formally yet, but I'll go ahead and do it. We are going to be performing at the Orleans Arena again. It's October. Opening for the game and Bone Thugs this time.
Did we just get a first exclusive on the RPR?
Yeah, you did.
Podcast?
You actually did. You did.
Hey.
And then it's Nightmare on Q Street. It's with the main hip hop station here in Vegas, Q100. Shout out to my boy DJ CO1.
No doubt.
Show over at Q100.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, they rock with us so tough. They asked us to come back this time.
Yeah.
And so, literally, it's an amazing thing, bro. I'm really excited. There's more shows to come, but bro, make it a trip. Come out to Vegas. Pull up, support your peoples. October, I think the date was just announced, but it's in October. It's at the Orleans Arena, and we gonna.
Yeah, as soon as we get the dates, we gonna shoot it out because last time when we got thrown on, we kind of got thrown on last minute. So we didn't really have too much time to promote. We can have enough time to like get people to start caravanning up. But I think this time, since we're gonna have time to promote, we'll get the dates out to everybody. And I fully expect my peoples to get them tickets, man. Go book your rooms, come out, come party with us, come turn up with us. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good time. And then we're gonna figure out what the after party is gonna look like this time, because this time we got time to plan.
Well, yeah, congratulations. Congratulations and salute to both of y'all for that, because it's well deserved. Like you say, you couldn't even get through the crowd after you got done with your set.
Yeah, you know us typical underground niggas, right? We just get off stage, just walk through like it ain't shit. Man, I'm walking through. I'm like, yo, why is it taking me 30 minutes to get to the fucking bathroom? Trying to just get to the bathroom. Yo, like what the fuck? And it became a thing. So you live and you learn.
So to join in LA, touch on that and what that was like.
Yeah, so we did the To Live and Die in LA concert. It was pretty dope. I can't say there were like any huge acts on it. I think Sendog from Cypress Hill, he performed. So I guess that's a big act and stuff.
And Free was up there.
Yeah, Free was up. The Sugar Free performed. So yeah, that's another big artist. So Sugar Free was on. And it was just a dope outdoor event. It was in the middle of East LA. Yeah, bunch of vatos out there, bunch of ink out there, bunch of lowriders out there, bunch of, it was just a good, and it was fun to just be around like just native LA folks and just be out there. They had barbecuing going. They had a bunch of dope vendors. They had a bunch of dope artists in there. Like they had we ran into Byron Scott was there. It's it was just really dope to be in the presence of like just like Latino excellence, bro. Like we was like really out there with like the who's in that culture and the neighborhoods from that culture. It was just dope to be out there that day. They really received our music well. When we got up there wasn't nobody really chilling by the stage. When we left, it was a huge crowd by the stage, and it was a lot of love afterwards and whatnot. We missed the podcast, but there wasn't enough time. We had to get Q back to the airport. But yeah, man, it was a dope time, man.
Cause Q's a traveling man. He don't play around.
Nah, that's real.
Before you came through, I was checking your stories and stuff. And you say, yo, if you don't got the robe, if you don't got the shampoo, you ain't shit. Yo. That's it. That's it. That's it. I said, boy, you gotta tell them, because people out here, the internet is kind of a farce. We can create this illusion of what we're doing and what it looks like, but the ones that keep it a buck, they ain't really on that much. And when they are on, they pop in, they let you see the grass is a little bit greener. But you know what? I worked very hard getting gasoline, getting them a lawnmower, and I mowed about 20 yards on 7 different blocks before I got to this green grass. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So
that's a fact.
So,
People always see the end result, man. They never see the journey.
Never see it. I think there's like one of those memes. It's like it's like the iceberg in the water, and it's like you see the tip and success and all that. Underneath is all the tedious stuff. What my homeboy from Ism Productions likes to call broccoli. He's like, sometimes you got to eat a lot of broccoli. The broccoli is sending out those emails. The broccoli is calling that podcast. The broccoli is booking the flights, booking the hotels, washing your face, shaving your face, taking care of your family, hollering at your girl, making sure she knows that you love her more than you love the mic. And the only reason you gone for 2 weeks because you got to bring back the bread so y'all can eat and have somewhere to sleep at night.
That's a fact.
That's a major fact, bro.
Yeah, man.
Traveling, bro, is just something. It's weird, bro. When I'm home for too long, I get the itch. Like, I really do. TRIUNE will tell you, bro. I'd be like, bro, like, you want to just book a trip and just go somewhere? Like, what do you mean? Like, we tried to get up out of here, and it's crazy. Like, even for his bachelor party, bro. Like, I was fighting niggas. Niggas was like, oh, we gonna stay in LA. I was like, nope, hell no. I got us out of here. We went to Mexico, bro.
Hey.
So
shit was lit.
Bro, like, you can drop me anywhere in the world, bro, and I'll find my way back.
Yeah.
That's just my whole thing, bro. I'm on my 4th passport at 34 years old, bro.
Woo.
So,
I can dig it.
Traveling to some, I'm already plotting the next move, bro.
Yeah. I already got 3 trips planned for the rest of the year. And that ain't even counting the little shit. I know I'm gonna end up in Vegas a couple times again next week, Shit, well, we just announced the show, so I'm gonna definitely be out there in October, and I'll probably be out there one time before and one time after. I'm gonna be going to Houston in October, and I might be going to Atlanta in October too. So
there you go. I'm trying to go to it's tentative right now. I'm trying to go to Mexico in September, do a little volunteer work. My man's hit me up from Northern Ireland. He's like, brother, what do you want to do? You want to come to Mexico with me? I'm like, well, I'm like, well, Conor McGregor, how much does it cost? He's not. Let me be correct. He's not an Irishman. He's from the UK, right? So they don't play that. Like, listen, I'm not Irish, bro. He's I know you think it's funny. I'm like, I don't think it's funny. I'm American. Like, I apologize. You feel me? So anyway,
I do think it's funny because I'm American.
So we got that coming up, and I said, what's room and board and all that? He said, oh, it's free. We're volunteering. It'll be free. You just get to the border, and we good. So I'm excited about that. So we got a couple more minutes, and I want to lead with this. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave it open-ended. If there's anything on your hearts or your minds that you want to get off, this is your time to take about 2-3 minutes apiece, and just go ahead and let it fly, man. Whatever y'all got, man. Unless we already covered it all.
Well, bro, there's just know there's more coming, man. Just know that there's more coming. I just dropped my single for my album. It's called Parachute.
Okay. Please go get that.
You know what I mean? It's different. It's definitely different. Like I said, the response to it has been amazing. My album's obviously dropping on the 12th of August. That's going to be here real soon. I'm shooting a video for Parachute on the 30th. We're going to be out in the desert shooting this movie for Parachute, man, which is going to be crazy. And then obviously the show in October, which we talked about, man. But there's a lot more coming. We got something cooking right now, bro, where nobody's going to be able to say what we're going to be able to say.
Wow.
And I won't say too much, but there is a legendary artist that all y'all moms and dads would pass out if I told you who this was. And we got a record with them coming out. I'm gonna leave it at that.
No doubt.
I don't got too much to say on the Dolo tip. I really just want to talk about Q and his album. I think people really need to check Parachute out, and I think if you're not paying attention to the life and death of romance, then I think you're a fool. Like it's really, really, really great fucking music.
Yeah.
And it's been burning a hole in my fucking hard drive, and it's about time that the streams that I've been giving it go to Q.
Yeah,
And I just can't wait for people to hear this project because I think that it's phenomenal music. I think that it's what you're gonna see is a lot of growth in Q over the years, you know what I'm saying? And just him kind of finally coming to final form, you know what I'm saying? Like I know he dropped Common a few years ago, and people were anticipating it then, and fucking things happen, right? Pandemics happen, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like Combine album happened, shit happened. But when you guys hear what he put together to go with Common and Parachute, I'm telling you, you guys are gonna be fucking really. If you love R&B, this is an album that's gonna give you that '90s vibe, that classic R&B vibe. So I'm really looking forward to helping him push and promote that. And yeah, as far as my shit, you're not gonna hear nothing from me until the green tape is out. I'm not dropping no singles. I'm not doing no features. I'm not doing none of that shit. Like, of course, like behind the scenes, we're working on the Combine 3, but that's a different thing. Of course, I'm always working on that. But as far as like TRIUNE solo shit, you're not gonna hear nothing from. I'm not doing nothing until the green tape is done. So, when that shit is done, I'm just based on what I have right now. I am extremely excited to present this music to people. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, well, I'm glad, man. Hey, brothers, I really want to tell you, I appreciate this. I appreciate you taking time out of your day because time is not a commodity that a lot of us have. Some people didn't wake up this morning. Some people, some people won't make it to the bed tonight. So we are blessed. But here at RPR, I always like to close out with a brief prayer. So if y'all don't mind, I'm just gonna say, Father, thank you for TRIUNE, thank you for EQ. Bless their families from the top to the bottom, from the oldest to the smallest. Have your hand on them. Keep them humble at heart as you expand their territory, and keep them creative juices flowing. And also, Lord, put your hand on this potential street ball tournament that we could do. And keep them blessed in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Hey guys, y'all enjoy the rest of it. It's hot outside, so enjoy the rest of this afternoon.
For sure.
Oh hell!
Yeah. So I don't want to hear nothing about that. It's beautiful over here, bro.
Touche. All right, fellas.
All right, y'all. One.
All right, my guy. What's out, Peter? What? I'm putting clothes on, trying to join my Bible study. Why? You good? I'm going as soon as I put my underwear on. Is that okay?